record on the computer. And now I'm going to go to Facebook Live.
You have to agree to it. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
To agree to it. Yeah.
we need your consent.
Everyone has to consent. Yeah,
I'm so glad you guys are here. I miss you all.
I just saw you last week.
I know, over exaggerating.
How you feeling, by the way?
You didn't have time to miss me? What?
We'll miss you
How
on
you
the way.
feeling? Yeah, she's okay.
Okay. Sending it to go live right now. And Pamela Roth is here. Yay.
Oh, got it. Got it again. Got it.
So you should have 2 buttons to push. All right. Hi, Pamela.
Hi, sorry, I just got out of the shower.
I love the turban thing. It's very.
I'm trying to get.
That's better than being in a bathrobe and her laid on her pillow.
Well, I'm in the bathroom and I'm actually thinking of decorating my turban with some fruit, so I'll be ready for the Copacabana.
Who's gonna sit on the toilet? I want somebody on the toilet.
No, I'm not. I'm on the couch in my room.
So if you'll see in the chat, Pamela, it's 3 minutes, 1.5 minutes to tell a joke, 1.5 minutes to talk about how you got into entertainment. And so I'll try to give everybody the light 1 minute before you're done by doing this. Does anybody need to hear me clang on my mug instead of a light?
No,
Yeah. Anything,
we see you.
Okay, some people might need an audible. So what I'll do is I'll hold this up and also clang on my mug just so everybody can see and hear. How's that?
sounds good.
All right. So let's get started, you guys. Thank you all for coming today. Those of you who are going to be watching this at home and now, thank you so much for watching. This means so much to all of us. And it's our chance for you to get to know us, the cast, some of the cast. There's going to be 26 performers on Friday, live and on Zoom at the Actors Temple in New York City. So we'd love to have you show up in person. We'd love you to come on Zoom and watch. And you get a chance right now to get a little taste of each performer. So with that in mind, kick back, enjoy the little bit of snippets of fun you're going to have. And I'd like to introduce to the stage right now our fearless leader, the lovely, the talented, the most beautiful woman I have ever met. And she leads us in a beautiful way with our spirituality at the Actors Temple. Welcome to the stage right now, the amazing Rabbi Jill.
Thank
Yay.
you, Linda, Marcus Smith. I can't possibly live up to that kind of an introduction. That was amazing. I started this tradition of our Hannukah, Shabbat, latke party, sing-along service, and open mic almost as soon as I got to the Actors Temple 18 years ago. And it has become such a fun night. People from far and wide come. They can be Jewish, they can be non-Jewish, they can be funny, they can be musical. And everybody gets together. And the Actors Temple is a little bit funky anyway. You know, we're all kind of very disparate parts and people who just maybe don't fit in exactly to other temples. And that's a good thing because we're a very diverse kind of family. So I'd like to invite you to this wonderful celebration. If you come in person, you'll get the latkes, you'll get the food and the homemade applesauce. I won't leave out sour cream either, I promise. So, we'll sing the Hannukah songs, and we'll celebrate. And at this time, it's so important for us to bring our light to the world. We know that there's a lot of darkness out there, And we're going to bring so much light on Friday night that we completely blot out any darkness. We're going to have so much fun and have a wonderful celebration. So I'd like to thank a few people. Of course, Linda Marcus Smith, who is doing this podcast, but also my co-producer, Helene Witt, who is a wit. She's very funny, and she's a co-producer, and she brings all her comedian friends to the temple. I'd like to thank our co-president, Bob Greenberg, another comedian who never lets us down and always comes and makes us laugh. And Barbara Bova, who does a little comedy on the side. She's very funny, and she always helps set up all the latkes and the food and helps in so many ways. So come on out, hear some music, laugh, eat, sing, and just have a wonderful time. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you so much. Give it up for Rabbi Jill, you guys.
Amen. Can I have an amen?
Yeah.
Amen.
And thank you all the comedians who are going to come out and entertain us.
Yeah.
Now, last but not least, thank you everyone who's coming out of the goodness of your heart with only the payment of a couple of latkes.
That's more than they usually get. So
We told Tom he was getting a cannoli.
It's better than Butkus.
Well, no, I heard, normally I like to get my palms greased, but now I'm getting greased with some Hanukkah grease.
Now coming to the stage to entertain you with a quick joke and how he got into comedy. Somebody who's been really busy winning a contest in New York City, Ziggy Susser. Give it up for Ziggy, you guys.
Yay, Ziggy!
Thanks, Linda. Thanks, Rabbi Jill. So a laugh. Our daughter moved back home with us after college, and she was out late one night, and we didn't know when she'd come home, so we texted her. And when she didn't get back to us in an hour, we got mad. And when she didn't get back to us in 2 hours, we got scared. And when she didn't get back to us in 3 hours, we listed her room on Airbnb. So that's a joke you won't hear on Friday. It's a bonus when you get today. So you got to come Friday for the latkes and the laughs. It's going to be great. It starts 5:30, and the show I think starts around 8 and stuff, and the prayers in between, and that's very important. So how I started, I used to work for Social Security, and we would have end of the year parties every year, and I would tell jokes, and they laughed at my jokes. And when I retired, I was wondering if normal people would laugh too. So I took a class and started performing, and normal people laugh. Maybe they're not so normal if they're laughing. Anyway, but I enjoy it. I get a real kick out of it. I love making people happy, and it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. So, join me and the rest of these lovely people on Friday. Here's my bird. He won't be there. Whatever. Because he's gluten free, and the latkes aren't gluten free. No. Anyway, but anyway, have a great time. I can't stay because I got to go. But love all of you, and I'll see you on Friday. See you Friday.
Thank you.
See you
so
Friday.
much. Yay,
Thank you,
give it up for Ziggy. So now coming to the stage, if I can find him. Hold on with me, man. So now coming to the stage, hopefully he's available. He's at work. I see him moving. Yay. Welcome to the stage, one of our closest friends. We love him in the comedy scene. You're going to love him too in the arts field. Welcome, Tom Padavano.
Thank you, Linda. Even though I'm a comedian, I'm actually a very private person. As a matter of fact, I just had printed 1,000 none of your business cards. Now, I started comedy by taking a class at the New School for Social Research, a class on comedy writing, where I eventually found out that Phyllis Diller bought jokes. So I started selling to her. Then I found out that Joan Rivers buys. So I started selling to her, Rodney Dangerfield, a lot of people that never made it in the business, but I would be selling jokes. Then in, I think, 1984, 85, I took a class on comedy writing and performing. This way, it forced me to get on stage, which I did. And then I would start working the open mics and stuff like that, though still mainly writing for other people. So now I still write for other people, but not as much as I used to. That field has kind of dried up. But I go perform here and there when I can, and I enjoy doing it. I've done the Hannukah show many years, and I look forward to doing it again.
Thank you so much, Tom Padovano. Yay.
Yay, Tom, thank you.
Thank you.
So much. Now I'm going back to my list. I don't see Rick Allen, so that means we're bumping up Helene. She's coming on now to talk.
Ah,
Let me go to my gallery. I'm doing my best here, you guys. All right. Replace spotlight. There, Helene went, you guys.
Hi. Okay, so here's my joke. I just made it up on the spot. I had an operation because I like to wear my pajamas till 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Zoom. So that's why I had surgery, and it really feels good to have a reason to wear pajamas. I don't know what Bob's reason is, but it sure does match Tom's shirt. How I got into comedy is I was walking down the street. I lived in California, and I was walking down the street, and this barker, he was wearing a leisure suit, like a Norse green leisure suit, and he had greased hair, and he was going, comedy, 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 come in the comedy club. And by the time I left there, I signed up for an improv class, a writing class, and a stand-up class. And Robin Williams went there, and Rob Schneider, Dana Carvey, Kevin Nealon, Kevin Meaney, a lot of famous people. So I'm really like so pleased I started there. And the improv teacher was in Robin Williams' improv troupe. You could imagine how good that troupe was with Robin in it. So I'm really blessed. I got back into comedy when I retired from teaching. And because I told a joke already, I don't have to tell another joke, but I'm thrilled you're all here. Linda, thanks for doing this. Rabbi, you're the best. And I look forward to Friday night. And I hope a lot of you bring friends, because they're going to have a beautiful service after Latkes, even if they have to come late and just come to service. It's a beautiful service. And I want to say, Rabbi Jill, I brought 3 new friends or 2 new friends Friday night, and they love you so much.
Thank you, Helene, so much.
That was fabulous, Helene. Thank you so much.
thank you, Helene.
Thank you, Helene.
What a treat you are every time. And now coming to the stage, somebody who cracks up rooms. You have not seen the likes of him. You're going to love him. Bob Greenberg.
Hey, Bob, co-president.
Bob, your
You're
microphone.
muted, you're muted.
Did I unmute myself?
Yes.
Yes.
Get some Hannukah gelt for you, everybody. Have a Bissell gelt. There you go, Bissell gelt. Although I heard Manischewitz is, they're recalling the gelt. There's bacon in it or something. I don't know, something's going on. But yeah, we should have a good time Friday. It's a big day for Bob Greenberg. I was invited to the I'm a lamb the Lamb
Oh, yeah.
theatrical club, and they have the holiday party. But I said nish to that. I'm not going to do that. I do a show called Murder by the Mob. I said nish to that. But I will be at the Actors Temple benefit. I might skedaddle to the Sons of the Desert, which is the Laurel and Hardy International Appreciation Society, to light some menorah and sing a couple of songs. I don't know if I can do it all. I'm getting old, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I will help with the timing. I don't know how long the comedians have, whatever it is. I will help with the timing. I think I did that last year, and the show kind of moved. I will definitely do that again. And I guess I should do a little comedy. I'll do something. I'll do something new. Did you watch the Golden Bachelor? That Golden Bachelor, he cries and cries and cries. He's like Stan Laurel of Laurel and Hardy. It's terrible. It's terrible. And recently, I threw my back out a little bit going to see that Martin Scorsese movie. It's called Flowers of the. It's the wrong title. Killers of the Flower Moon. A very, very good movie. It's about 7 days long, but it's
Yeah.
it's a good movie. It's a good movie. And there's so many actors, you wouldn't believe it. And Brendan Fraser's in it. Remember him as the whale? You know, he was the whale, and he still has his heavy weight on. He looks like Jackie Gleason. I was waiting for him to say, Alice, one of these days, bang, zoom to the flower moon. Anyway, I'm Bob Greenberg, and I'll see you Friday. If I disappear, you know, I'll come back.
Yeah.
And, anyway, I'll be there for latkes and sour cream and applesauce and timing the comedians and just being a pain. Okay. Saigazun.
Wonderful. Thank you, Bob. Bob Greenberg, everybody. Woo! Keep the energy going for this, you guys. And now coming to the stage to entertain you for 3 long minutes, somebody I've had a lot of fun getting to know for 72 years, myself. It's been a ride. Is anybody getting older? I've been getting older, turns out, and I've been getting the best compliments. Like, you're aging backwards. Like, that's a good thing. I don't remember Benjamin Button being on the top 10 hit list. I like it when I get told that I look good and I say, thank you. And they say, no, for your age. I'm like, thanks again. But mirror, mirror on the wall, sometimes you got to look at yourself and be truthful. So I got me a mirror, and it magnifies it 20 times. Yeah, you need a lot of Prozac if you're going to have one of these mirrors. I look in it and I go, oh my goodness sakes. Yeah, I don't want to see it that well. I don't want to be that truthful. That's for sure. But into comedy back in 2014, and my daughter and I went our separate ways, and I started trying to make people laugh. And I was at a coffee shop one day, and there was like a 60-year-old Marine in his dress blue outfit, in his fancy uniform at a coffee shop. And he said, aren't you that little lady that started doing comedy? And I said, yes. And he goes, well, I'm so sad. Can I tell you what's going on in my life? And by the time he got done telling me that his retina was being detached from his eye, I was depressed because he told me something so sad. So I said, would you like to have a funnier way to say that so that you don't depress more people like you just did me? And he said, I didn't say that. I thought it. I went into the bathroom and came up with a joke for him. And I said, hey, life, kind of sucks sometimes getting older. And the older we get, more problems. Like, I've got so many problems, even my retina has become detached. And then from there, I decided, that's it. I'm going to make the military laugh. And that's my passion inside of comedy now. So that's me, Linda Marcus Smith. Come to the Hannukah show on Zoom or live in person. Love you guys.
Love you, Linda.
And now I'm going to find Pamela Roth in the gallery and spotlight her for her 3 minutes. I think she's the one with the turban, right?
Yes.
Welcome
Hello,
to the
everybody.
stage, Pamela Roth. You guys, give it up for Pamela.
Thank you, everybody. I wasn't told that it was a dress rehearsal. I thought it was an undress rehearsal. So I'm sitting here, just my towel, my robe, and I, and everything else is between Calvin Klein and myself. So I actually decided I'm going to be performing soon at the Copa. So I'm actually trying to get into my inner Carmen Miranda mode. So I'm going to start adding some fruit to my turban. Either that, or I'm ready for some, protest if I have to head outside in Midtown. I'm ready. Have turban, will travel. So, lately I noticed, I've been on some dating sites, and I noticed some of the photos that men put up. And then when you meet them in person, these are not photos from a couple of years ago. They're from a couple of chins ago, because over the course of time, they have many chins and no neck. I've noticed that. In addition, that they also seem to have a problem with their hair. It's traveled from the top of their head down their back, coming out of their ears. So I don't know when I date them if I want to mow them or wax them. I've actually developed PTSD from this, and I've gone for counseling. And after spending about 40 minutes with my counselor, she started packing up to leave. And I said, "What are you doing? I have another 20 minutes on the clock with you." And she says, "Look, after listening to you with all your problem," she goes, "I need a therapist now." And she left me. She left me hanging. So now that's what prompted me to do stand-up comedy. I figured I'll be up there for 10, 15 minutes. I don't have to pay anybody to be on their couch. And you don't know if I'm actually being truthful, telling you my problems, if I'm really nuts or just being funny. But it really works in the whole comedy community. So I actually started, I've always wanted to be a stand-up comedian. I was doing stand-up, which I thought was stand-up when I was lying down with my husband. That's why I started doing most of my comedy, because people have said, "Pam, you know, you're a criminal defense attorney for 25 years. What made you do comedy?" I said, "Well, I got divorced 5 years ago. And if you slept with my ex-husband, you'd be telling jokes too."
Baby.
But I really, my son's upstairs and he's going to now, call Bureau of Child Welfare on me after hearing this. But I enjoy doing comedy. I enjoy making everybody laugh. I enjoy all the fabulous people that I've met, all the comedians from all walks of life. And I'm so looking forward to being there and sharing latkes and laughs on Friday night for Shabbat. And Rabbi Jill, thank you for coming to our benefit 2 weeks ago at Broadway Comedy Club. We've raised now close to $8,000
Yay, Mazel Tov.
for the IDF. And Jeff, thank you for being there too. Thank you, everybody. I am actually going to leave you now to go put some clothes on. I feel a little exposed.
Thank you so much. Pamela Roth and her 100% cotton outfit.
Yes, actually, I took it from Celebrity Cruises. I think they're going to be calling me back for it.
Product placement, yes.
I'll see you Friday night.
Thank you so much, Pamela Roth.
Thank
Give it
you.
up for her, you guys.
Hey, Pamela.
Thank you. See you Friday.
And now coming to the stage, somebody who's a good, how do we get rid of Pamela Roth? Oh, there we go. That didn't sound. Now coming to the stage, somebody I love personally. I know a lot of you do. Now's your chance at home to get to know the one and only Jeff Greenberg. Yay.
Thanks, Linda. All right, hello, everybody. All right. Hey, did everybody have a nice Thanksgiving? Everything okay? I want to tell you something, folks. Things did not go good on Thanksgiving for me. First of all, my gravy boat was leaking all over the table. I knew I shouldn't have used the one I got at the Titanic Museum gift shop, Oh, oh my God. I want to tell you something too. My wife does all the cooking. I don't want to say she's a bad cook, but we threw out the leftovers a couple days ago. The raccoons put the lids back on the garbage cans. That's how it. And then my relatives, they were on their way over. They called like a half hour before. They said they stopped at White Castle before. That's. But anyway, yeah. So how I got into comedy, I started doing it on stage about 6 years ago. My friend Robin Lakin, who a lot of people know, lives in town with me. I went to school, Hebrew school and high school with her husband and Jeff Lakin. And then I'd be always over their house playing poker with the guys and cracking jokes. And Robin would just say, "Jeff, you got to do one of my shows. You got to do one of my shows." And I did it 6 years ago at the Broadway Comedy Club, and I really enjoyed it. Met some great people, including all of you. And I just love doing it. And but I did start a little bit earlier. It wasn't. I have to say my earliest performance was my bar mitzvah, when I did my bar mitzvah in the voice of Larry Fine from the Three Stooges. "Hey, Rabbi, you wear a hat like that, they ought to give you a free bowl of soup. I'm warning you, Hey, Uncle Seymour, you brought a family of 5. The check better be more than $35. And what do you mean the half Torah? I'll do the whole thing. I'm warning you." But anyway, so just a reminder, come on out. this Friday, or come on Zoom to the Actors Temple for a Hanukkah party celebration. We got a lot going on, so hope to see you all there. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff Greenberg. Gonna love all these people. And now coming to the stage, we have the lady who is very important at the temple with the job she does there as the shamus. And coming here, I hope I pronounced that correctly. And
Shamus.
now
Seamus is a detective. A shamus.
Not always, Bob. So am I on?
And now coming to the stage, the amazingly wonderful, funny, and delightful Barbara Bova, you guys.
Hi. Yeah, I just came back from the post office. I wanted to get some Hanukkah stamps. And she asked me what denomination. So I thought it was all one, but then I said, okay, I'll take some reform, some conservative, whatever. And as you
Funny.
know, I'm the shamus at the synagogue. I'm not a detective. I'm the shamus at the synagogue. I'm the helper candle. As you know, Rabbi Jill is also a cantor as well as a rabbi. But did you know that I'm a decanter? Yeah, I pour all the wine for the kiddush. So, yeah. And you know, downstairs from in our synagogue, we have a library. And there's one book there that I've read. It's interesting. It's called The Book of Jewish Athlete. So, well, okay. So, you'll see me there and you'll have your latkes and I'll be there. If you need anything, just let me know.
Is that it? Thank you, Barbara Bova.
Barbara.
Oh, you didn't say how you got into comedy.
Oh, I got into comedy at the Actors Temple.
Yay.
Well, when I was in elementary school, they wrote on my report card giggles. I used
Oh
to
my
make people
God.
laugh and laugh with the people on my job. I used to tell jokes, but
That's so cool.
Like that's bad. She shoots the school up and she giggles.
And thank you so much. Give it up again for Barbara Bova, the
Yay,
decanter.
Barbara.
And I don't think that we have Lily. Is Lily here in the room? No. Okay. We're going to miss her. Okay. So next coming up to the stage to entertain you is the amazing Margie Kahn. Margie with a J in it. Welcome her to the stage as I spotlight her. Here we go. Thank you, Margie. Woo! Am I the only one clapping? Come on, you guys. Thank you.
I have to unmute. Okay, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. I tested positive for COVID a few weeks ago after having, of course, all the shots. And I had a sleepless night. And my first thought was, this is it. And my second thought was, I've never written a comedy routine, and the Actors Temple is having an open mic coming up soon. So on that sleepless night, I wrote in my head a comedy routine, which would have definitely been worthy of a Netflix comedy special. So in the morning, my significant other girlfriend, who was also sick, decided we should go to the emergency room. So we got there and I told the doctor I had COVID and the virus had attacked my vestibular system and I was so dizzy I couldn't walk and I was nauseous. So after 10 hours of being in the emergency room with no water and no food, the doctor came in and said, you have COVID and the virus has attacked your vestibular system, so you can expect to be dizzy and nauseous. And then she released us. So we went home and I was going to write down the comedy routine that I had written the night before in my head. And it was gone, gone. So I'm sorry to say there will be no comedy routine and no Netflix comedy special. Instead, on Friday night at the Actors Temple Hanukkah party, I'm going to tell you about my 3 Hanukkah miracles, which has to do with menorahs and light and animals and dreidels. That's it.
Thank you, Margie Kahn.
Nice, Margie.
You know, I've always been confused, like when you have that vestibular thing and you fall a lot and they call it vertigo. Don't you
Yeah.
fall horizontally? It should be called horizontal.
Uh,
Yeah, but I hate to tell you what the doctor also said, because this is a true story. She said, just before she released us, just make sure you don't fall, because if you fall and break your hip, you'll be dead. She had a great bedside manner.
You know what
Yeah.
I think I would add to your joke, Margie, if I may? You said that you knew about the vestibular, you said all that, and then the doctor said it. So you said, let me get this straight. I already analyzed myself and you're charging me $900 for this visit to tell me what I already knew?
Well, I figured people would understand that. I mean, I told her what was
You were
wrong with me.
already dizzy. You
And
were
then 10
already
hours
dizzy.
later,
You
she
knew
came
you were
back.
dizzy.
She said, I know that. That's the joke.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
And you go out of
I
the,
got it, Margie. I got the joke.
Got it too.
and then
Thank
you go out,
God
you go out
somebody
of the
did.
doctor's
Thank you.
office going, I'm so dizzy, my head is spinning. No? Okay. You guys, thank you for coming on. Anybody want to chat a little bit? I'll take it off Facebook Live and we can chat.
Some people have day jobs.
That's hilarious.
I thought it was pretty funny.
Stop, pause, stop.